Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. I'm your host, as always, Larry. That's just my name, just Larry. Kind of like Cher or Zendaya. My name is just Larry. What is up, Carrie? If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby said that, and now Carrie Craves Cinema is saying that. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry I'm late, by the way. If you're not first, you're last, and I am last today. My bad. I'll make up for it with a pretty fucking awesome stream, let me tell you. What's up, Tom? How's it going? Well, shit. How's it going, Tom? What's up? All bro. What's up, all bro? Ooh, sick profile picture there. I like the smiley face, all digital and stuff. I like it. Kane, what's up? How's it going? What's up, Jason? Hope you're having an amazing Friday. I just got paid today, so happy Halloween. Heck yeah. Good stuff, man. Always a good day when you get paid. Chrissy Blackwell is here, one of my amazing channel members. Welcome, Chrissy. How you doing? Busy boy today. Just left the Lethal Collective. Oh yeah, and I got another stream with Gory and I can't remember the third person, but this person is also awesome, and it's going to be a great stream. So check that out at 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight, but I'll be going live pretty much until then. So it's going to be a crazy night. Live all night. And yes, don't forget to hit the like button, then you may be seated for the KillJoy show. Go ahead, lick this video and stream if you can. Carrie, I'm just making fun of you. It's all good. I'm just kidding. If you want to lick it, but she won't judge though either. So Carrie's all about that. Okay. James, what's up? How's it going? Favorite scream besides the first? Probably the fourth. I love the fourth one. I love it. It's probably always going to be my favorite sequel, but I am excited for 6 regardless. So Anakin is here. And he does not have the high ground. What's up, Anakin? How's it going? Hi, Jake. What would you think of Scream 6 opening with Sam hallucinating Billy one last time so she kills him the same way Richie did, but this time Tara dies? Ooh, accidentally kills her sister. That'd be rough. Be a crazy start to the movie. Jesus. I love it, though. It's the kind of dark I like. This person's kind of sus, but hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hello. How are you? Oh, you asked me first? Oh, I'm fantastic. Thank you. I love your profile picture too. A little Perry in there. I like that. How's it hanging, Angie? What's up? I'm fantastic. I'm leaning a little to the left today. I'm feeling great. Lei TheNerd has changed her profile picture. I like it though. Hello, amazing people. Look at all these awesome people here. Ooh, Nanette is a channel member. I don't know if I knew that or not, Nanette. Well, welcome to the KillJoy cult. We have some delicious Kool-Aid for everybody. I should probably stop saying hey to people. It's been 5 minutes, but I just love talking to you guys. What's up, everybody? How's it going? And holy shit, look at this. Joe, thank you for the support. I appreciate that, man. Jake, don't buy the good old green with this. Gotcha, yeah. There we go. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the $5. I appreciate that. Oh, favorite Wes Carpenter film? Well, Scream Into the Mouth of Madness is one of my favorites. That's the one about Sam Neill plays a Ghostface killer. It's great. I can't believe I just pulled that out of my ass. Blucka, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. All right, welcome, everybody. Welcome. We have some amazing channel members and Patreon supporters here, though, that I do want to give a little shout out to because you guys are awesome. I obviously don't have everybody on here. This is just from August, so I got to do a little update. But thank you guys so much for being Ghostface tier patrons. Holy shit, you guys are fucking awesome. This channel just couldn't go without you guys. Baby on a Plane is the one that makes me laugh every time I see this. But you guys are all awesome. Thank you. Here's some more Ghostface tier patrons. You guys are the best. I would give you all a collective hug if I could. But unfortunately, my arms only stretch so far. Also, thank you so much to my Jason tier patrons. A little crazier up the ladder there. Thank you guys so much for the support this month. And of course, my Freddy tier patrons, Bob Hunt from Hunting for Entertainment, Chrissy Blackwell, and Brandon Meacham. Thank you for your support. At least last month, I got to update that for September. But you guys are the best. Thank you. So you guys aren't here for me saying hello to everybody, obviously. You guys are here for some little bit of horror talk, a little bit of the Scream news, a little bit of the Halloween ends talk, Hellraiser, fucking Winnie the Pooh, whatever you're here for. We're gonna talk about it tonight. And we we had a crazy video earlier today. I kind of recapped everything that happened in this past week, which let me tell you was a lot. A lot of crazy fun stuff. So I don't even know where to begin. Like, I was gone these past 3 days. My absolutely wonderful like parents, we had some family stuff we had to take care of, and we even got to see a little concert while we were out in the old Pennsylvania area. So I was busy all week, and I'm just seeing all this horror news, and I'm like, fuck, I want to make videos about all this stuff. It's so exciting. But yeah, I was not, just did not have time to get to it. That's why you got an almost 20-minute long video today. Denisha's also throwing some support out there. Denisha, thank you so much for that. And thanks for being a channel member too. I thank you, Denisha. I'm amazing. No, you're amazing. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But yes, so a lot of things we want to talk about. Holy shit! Like, and we got Blukka talking about Hellraiser, so I think we're gonna start there. But don't worry, we're gonna talk about everything tonight because there's so much fun. There's so much fun news coming out, man. October is gonna be fucking insane. Let me tell you. The female Hellraiser looks good, but not as terrifying as that original actor whose name I'm blanking on, Mr. Doug Bradley, who is also fantastic. Yes. I'm holding my judgment until I see it. I actually really like her look. I think she looks fucking awesome. I don't have it up on the screen right now, but I'm gonna pull that up. I'm digging everything that I'm hearing about the new Hellraiser. I gotta be honest. I was, obviously I had my concerns, but I'm really pumped. I think this is going to be a good show. We got brand new Cenobites teased, which I think is awesome. That's not the right picture. We have a picture of that as well, including Jamie Clayton as the new Pinhead. It's going, and the other thing about this is, I'm just not getting the right picture. The other thing about this is it's not supposed to be like Pinhead from all of the other movies. It's supposed to be a closer representation of Pinhead from the actual book, the first Hellraiser novel, and I'm like, okay with seeing a different portrayal. I brought up the last two Hellraiser films where it's some other actor trying to pull off the Doug Bradley thing, and it's just not the same. It's kind of like replacing Freddy Krueger with a different actor. You got to get the right guy, or it's just not going to feel the same. And if you try to have him do the same performance, I just feel like it's not gonna work. So I really appreciate that we have a different version of the Hell Priest essentially this time around. Praying to God this is the one. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. That's Jamie Clayton as our brand new Pinhead. I'm digging it, honestly. I love the design. I love the black eyes too, are really scary. Something's going on with her neck too, which I think is sick. I don't know. I love it. I think it looks awesome. We also have a few other characters. This is Odessa Azion, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hopefully looking kind of scary there. I like it. She's gonna open up the old lament configuration at some point in this new movie. And then we also have this character who's probably the most interesting, holding the lament configuration in one of my favorite forms, the spear pointy version of it. So I obviously talk a little more in depth about these characters, who they are and all that, but I'm just so excited for this. I really think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be something fun. It's going to be something kind of cool. So regardless, whatever it is, I just hope it's a brand new take, like how they're promising it. David Bruckner, the director, is already kind of telling us that this is going to be something original. We're not trying to remake the original movie, because that would suck. How are we going to outdo that? And I completely agree with that. How are they going to outdo at least those first two movies that are so perfect in my opinion? So I'm glad they're taking a new approach. Like I said, the last two movies kind of just try to do the same thing as the past, and they totally fail at that. So I'm very excited for them taking this new approach to Hellraiser franchise. Otherwise, it should probably just stay dead if they're not going to do new stuff with it. So I'm excited. The real question that nobody is asking is, who does Jason Voorhees follow on Instagram? Truly, who would he follow? Who would he be interested in following? that's the real. You're asking the real questions here, Malik, and I appreciate that. I just really like that. That was really funny. I heard they were going to make Pinhead more sympathetic and understanding, which would feel weird, but let's see how it goes. Hey, don't forget they're demons and angels to some. So that's kind of I've always actually been interested in that angle about like seeing them maybe, doing something like that. I don't want to get too into it because there's definitely some sexual themes there that I think would be kind of fucked up, especially to talk about on a live stream on YouTube. But I think that might be an aspect to this new film, which I'm interested in seeing that explored. Usually those two things mixing together, horror and that, I don't know if it would work, but hey, we'll have to see. Ethan is saying, tweeted at me, I have not been on Twitter for the past like 6 hours. I'm so sorry. Did an interview where she kind of confirms a Scream 7, which I thought you might want to know about. Ooh, yes, I would like to know about that. I will have to check that out, Ethan. It's been a crazy day. I had 3 days off, and let me tell you, I chilled. I chilled the fuck out those past 3 days, and it was nice. I have not had 3 consistent days off where I just did nothing in a very long time. So let me tell you that. But I will absolutely be looking that up, doing bigger updates on everything at some point in the future, probably tomorrow morning. So you'll probably see me talking about that tomorrow. But that's very exciting. Not exactly the most surprising news. Not the most surprising news, but like, yeah, I'm glad 7's happening. I'm glad that they're already talking about it. That's good. That's good. Lei TheNerd, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2, I want to say euros, I'm guessing is what that symbol is. That's how dumb I am when it comes to anything else but horror movies. So Lee, thank you. Just want to tell you that you rock, Jake. You rock way more than I do, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Jason Voorhees recently called New Line Cinema, teasing a new movie. Heck yeah, baby. We definitely have a new Jason movie coming. If it wasn't kind of already confirmed before, it's why you didn't really see me do a video on it. I don't really know what else to say now. It's like, it's confirmed. Let's go. It's happening. I'm so excited. I'm so unbelievably excited, Michael. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, wow. I mean, what a time to be alive. What a time to fucking be a horror movie fan, man. We have so much good shit coming out this month. I mean, we have Barbarian, Pearl, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, Don't Worry Darling, Smile. I mean, there's going to be a review video on this page every single Friday of this month. Pretty much, except for today. That's it. This is the only day where there won't be a review video. That's insane. That's like totally nuts to me. It's never usually this way, and it's gonna be so exciting. We're doing like this month is that way. Next month is pretty much gonna be that way too. Fuck, we have some good stuff coming. I can't wait. Jason Voorhees is. I see a few people saying this. Is going around messaging people saying ... I don't know about this, if this is a real thing. We have someone named Jason Voorhees messaging people. I gotta look into this. Like I said, I've been away for a few days. What is this? Is someone under Jason Voorhees account messaging people, maybe advertising this new flick? I don't know. Don't Worry Darling is more thriller than horror. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. Like I haven't been covering it. I'm just kind of excited for it. Like anything with Florence Pugh, I will fucking check out. But yeah, she, I'm just pumped for it. It looks like a thriller, but it also looks like it might have a supernatural edge to it, considering some of the imagery in the trailer. But like I said, I don't really know too much about it besides that. Kind of a movie I want to go into as blind as possible. And it's not like, I don't see a whole lot of people saying like, oh, hey, should cover Don't Worry Darling. I'm going to do a massive review video on it for sure. I just haven't been doing like big update videos on it. But I'm absolutely going to do I'm really excited to do a review of that one. It comes out like the day before my birthday too. So come on, it's my birthday. It's my birthday video. My birthday. Did I just say birthday revideo? I did. I literally just said that. It's my birthday review, baby. Let's go. What am I the most excited for? I mean, honestly, obviously Halloween Ends and Terrifier 2 for next month. I'm really pumped about. I'm really excited for Barbarian next week too. I'm hearing nothing but praise for that movie. That looks fucking amazing. It's tough to say what I'm the most excited for, because I got this list over here that I'm looking at, and everything looks really excited. We have Phil saying he's really excited for Pearl. I'm really excited for that. Like, X has been my favorite horror movie all year, and that's gonna be fucking great. September 16th, we're getting that. I don't know, man. I'm so fucking pumped for everything. I mean, there's not really one thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of not really excited for that. Everything I have on my board right now, I'm pretty fucking pumped for, and I think it's gonna be good. Smile can go either way for me. I feel like that movie has the potential to be great, but also has the potential to be just generic if they just kind of follow your same old horror movie. Like with that plot line where it's like a girl and she has to do something within a week or she dies. That's the basic storyline of it. We've seen that a million times in horror movies. So we really gotta we really gotta up our game with that movie, or it's not gonna be good. But that one I'm like probably the most worried about. But the rest of these movies look pretty fucking good. I'm excited. VHS 99 comes out October 20th, by the way, on Shudder, which last year VHS 94 rocked my fucking world. I really think that was one of my favorite movies of last year, if not my favorite horror movie from the past year. So VHS 99 is probably going to be in my top 10 somewhere. Is it going to be better than 94? I don't know. That's a high bar to cross, in my opinion. So we'll have to see. Do you think we'll get a Jill Roberts return or cameo in Scream 6 or 7? I could see it happening, man. I mean, listen, we already had we already had Billy come back in the last movie in, Sam's imagination, of course, but I really think that it's totally possible. There can be flashback scenes. They have way more elaborate sets, as we've already seen for this new movie. So if they bring back Kirby's house, or well, your house, I should be saying, since I am talking directly to a Scream celebrity here, Kirby herself, yeah, I think it's absolutely possible that we get that.
What's your favorite scary movie, Olivia?
So thank you for that comment, Kirby. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, Wes Carpenter is real. He is real. I believe it. Do you know, Patch? Still love the way you say fucking. Thank you, Michael. I fucking appreciate that. But yeah, no, well, and Justin, to clarify, I don't think Jill Roberts is coming back to life. I really don't think that's going to be the case, but a flashback, absolutely, I'm here for it. And I could see that being the case. Maybe same situation with Kirby, that is with Sam. I don't think she's going to be hallucinating Emma Roberts bouncing around behind her and all that. Don't see that being the case, but I do see a flashback happening back to Scream 4, where we find out something that we didn't know about that movie all the way back then. That could be cool. I'd be down for that. Let's go till 9 tonight. I'll try. I'll absolutely try my best. Actually, it's not too bad. Just an hour away. Yeah, well, I can go till 9. Easy. Nothing to it. Do you think we get any news about the new Stranger sequels this month? It's been crickets since the unofficial announcement. Yeah, we probably won't get too much about that until a little later. By the sounds of what we already know, I believe it was producer Roy Lee who was talking about it. It seems like they're still kind of like in the developmental phase for it. I guess they just picked out a director. So it's probably going to be a little while before we get like big updates on that. I see. Justin, I just saw your tweet saying you want the they/them review, and I like at this point I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any, like, I've seen other reviews of it. I don't really have anything to say that other people haven't said about that movie. It's not good. I think it misses the point of what it's trying to do. I don't know. That's really all I'd have to say about it. Really, I would just be like, it's like kind of whatever, you know. Yes, and T. Parker Evans is bringing up a really big thing that I want to talk about with you all. I will be on Gory B Movie stream tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So really go check out that stream. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to be with Gory B. I'm going to be with Drum Dums. And I'm so sorry, but I cannot remember this other person's name. I'm going to find it because I want to give this person a shout out. Because for the life of me, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm super excited for this stream. It's going to be fun. Almost Sideways. Wow, I'm so sorry I couldn't remember that. But yeah, I'm going to be on Gory Bees tonight at 10 p.m. So check out that stream. It's going to be great. We're talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which, real quickly about that. I just want to throw a weird opinion out there about it. I watched both of the Rob Zombie movies once, like a long time ago. And that's kind of been my frame of reference when it came to those movies. I'm like, I was pretty like, whatever about him. The first time I saw him, I wasn't like, okay, these are great. 2 is a million times better than the first one, in my opinion. After watching those back to back again and having like a little more knowledge on the Halloween franchise, it's so much better. Like, it's not a Halloween film at all. Like, I totally listen, every choice that movie makes goes against everything that the Halloween franchise is. And I totally understand that. But if you watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, it's just a Rob Zombie movie about a dude killing people. It's a fucking banger. It's a really good movie. It has its low points, but the characters are actually likable in that movie. I care when somebody dies. I can't say that about the first Rob Zombie Halloween. I really don't care when anybody dies because it's just constant shitty character moment followed by a really brutal death scene. And it's the whole movie. I don't care. I can't get into that, man. You have to have at least one likable character or I'm not going to care. And I can't remember who plays Laurie Strode. Scout Taylor Compton, something like that. She is so much better in the second movie, like by a long shot. She's an actual likable character. She's relatable and you feel bad for her. Like, especially at the opening scene of the movie, it's like she's walking down the street and she's covered in blood and Brad Dourif runs up to her and is just like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Like, put the gun down. And he's freaking out. The performances across the board are just way better in my opinion. Like I said, weirder movie. I totally understand the hate for it, but I just think it's way better than Rob Zombie's first Halloween, man. I don't know. I'm totally blindsided by that movie. Scout Taylor Compton. I don't know why I couldn't remember that name, but her and Danielle Harris are fucking incredible in that second movie, I think now. So I'm already seeing people saying they disagree, and like I used to be the same way. I watched it once and I'm like, that was awful. That was not a Halloween movie at all. I did not see the director's cut. I did not have time for that today. So I hear that's even like over 2 hours or something, and I think the original cut's like an hour 40, I want to say, hour 45. But I thought she was way better than in the first one. She is so unlikable in the first Rob Zombie Halloween. I just did not care at all. And the white horse is, I used to think the same thing, but it kind of works with the whole movie. Once again, I went into the movie today thinking I'm expecting a Firefly trilogy movie. That's what I went into. I went into it with that mindset, and I enjoyed it a lot more. I think if you watch it as a Halloween movie, you're gonna hate it, and it's awful if you watch it that way. But if you watch it as just a Rob Zombie movie, it's actually pretty good. And I know, controversial opinion. I know it's crazy. It's not the best. It's definitely not the best Halloween movie at all. Like, in no way. But I don't think it sucks anymore. And I think you have to watch it. You have to just watch it a certain way. So I've really, this is a crazy epiphany I've been having about Halloween movies lately. So it's crazy. It's awesome stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like, I would watch that again. I enjoyed that. And like the biggest thing for me is I just can't, I don't give a single fuck about if a character is like a piece of shit the entire movie and they die. Nothing happens to me emotionally when I watch something like that. And the first one, man, I just can't get into it because every single character is a total dick. And you can't just have every character be the same in any facet. Like, if every character is super nice, I'm not going to get into the movie. Like, if every single character is just like happy rainbows and all that, if that's not the point, then yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I can't get into a movie where literally every character is like exactly the same. And I don't know, man, Halloween 2 is just watching those movies back to back to basically this week. I'm like, wow, this is a lot better than I remember. So I'll get off that topic because I've been talking about it for a little too long. But yeah. Damn it. Now I'm actually looking forward to watching Rob Zombie's Halloween this October. Dude, skip the first one. Like, I know. I'm like, it's crazy. It's a true revelation of mine. But I think it's one of Rob Zombie's better films now. I'm going to be honest. I used to hate it. I really used to hate it. And I still don't like Dr. Loomis in it. That's such a betrayal of the character, how they route his character in those movies. But in the new ones, I mean, where he's like, man, it's a little too cheesy. He's like, there better be whole milk in my tea or I'm going to start complaining. Loomis would never do that. Loomis would absolutely never become the character he does in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That's not great. But I actually I still liked it. I'm like, this is way better than the first one. KillJoy Jake will tear your soul apart. I should never be cast as Pinhead. Never. Like, literally never in a million years. And Charlie, I totally agree with that. Yeah, no one is Dr. Loomis but Donald Pleasance. I mean, yeah. I completely agree with you there. So. Yeah, and Brad Dourif sticks out a lot in that second movie especially. He's phenomenal. When he's yelling at Loomis towards the end of the film and he like gets the gun in his face, that's a really emotional moment because you had these nice character moments with him and Danielle Harris earlier on in the film. Dude, I'm like, I don't know, I have turned a new leaf when it comes to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So I'm so excited to talk about it on the stream tonight a little further. Come check it out. Once again, we're talking with Drum Dums and Gory B movie and Always Sideways. I can't remember his name, but I did give him a little shout out on my community page today. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that stream. Go check it out tonight. So, but we'll start talking about some more shit. Maybe we'll talk about some Scream and shit. I don't know. Maybe Halloween Ends too, because that's the new Halloween. Got to talk about that. I talked today a little bit about, I'd have to think about because I don't think so. I think I still like Halloween Kills more than 2. But the one thing I will say about Halloween 2 is that I'd have to think about that. The character moments is what I was going to say. I actually really like some of the character moments in Halloween 2. But Halloween Kills has fucking Big John and Little John who are hilarious, who are absolutely fantastic. It has a lot of other side characters that stick out too. Both of those movies do. So I'd have to see it. Yeah, and I do like that aspect to it. I actually love when he's like on the talk show with like Chris Hardwick and Weird Al and stuff. It's a good scene, but like not Dr. Loomis. You know what I mean? Like obviously, yeah, not the original Dr. Loomis. It's a different character. How I imagined it was like, this is just a Rob Zombie movie. Like I said, if you're watching it as a if you're watching it as a Rob Zombie movie, I think it's really enjoyable. But if you're just watching it as a Halloween movie, I totally understand the hate. Like I totally get why it's panned, why people don't like it. But oh, speaking of hot takes, Locked, thanks for the $5. I appreciate that. I rewatched the DGG movies last night. Kills is actually my new favorite. So much fun. Hell yeah. Kills is a good movie. I like it. I think it's a little overhated in my opinion. So I enjoy it. I really like Kills. The ending's rough, you know, like that's my one criticism about Kills is the end. A lot of people are bothered by the chanting at the hospital. I can get over that because there's some cool stuff that happens at the hospital, but I think the ending is like the one thing I just don't think I'll really ever appreciate about it. But the rest of the movie's fucking awesome. Like I think Halloween Kills easily has one of the best flashback scenes of recreating something from the past I have ever seen in any movie. Like I genuinely think when Loomis runs in, for a second I thought they had somehow gotten footage, like lost footage or something from the original Halloween, and it was Donald Pleasance on screen. I'm like, what am I watching right now? Halloween Kills blew my mind the first time I saw it. It's definitely aged not as well. I don't love it as much as the first viewing for sure, but I still really like Halloween Kills. It's a good movie. It's maybe a top 5 from the Halloween franchise. Like a 5, you know, it's I wouldn't go any higher than that, but it's like, for me, it's a 5. I think it's a good movie. It's good. I feel like the chanting criticism is overdone. I agree with you there. The chanting isn't in the movie for as long as people make it out to be. I agree. I actually totally agree with that, Locked. It is, it's a little overhated. Like I said, the thing that gets me is the ending. Like, I feel like the ending's like, it's almost like they just didn't know how to end the movie to keep the timeline going, but I think it's really enjoyable up until you get to Karen dragging him out with the mask. Like up until that scene, it's phenomenal. I wouldn't change it. I had a fun time with it. So Kills is my number 5 too. Hell yeah. Good stuff. There's a lot of other Halloween movies I like. Like I just really like 3. I know it's not Michael Myers, but Halloween 3 is definitely in my like top 3 probably. I'm re-ranking these movies when Ends comes out, and I'm actually really excited to do it because I'm just curious how my ranking's gonna change. Halloween 2018's like kind of super underrated in my opinion. I fucking love Halloween 2018. We were talking about that on Gory B Movie stream the other day too. But I think Halloween 6 is underrated. I really like that one. Halloween 2 is fantastic. Original Halloween 2 is great. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 just moved up a lot for me personally. So I'm really excited now to re-rank all these movies now that I've seen them more too. I usually go back to like 1, 2, and 3 I watch a lot. 4 has definitely moved up for me. I like 4 a lot more now. 5 I still just kind of feel the same about it. I just don't think it's a well-made movie. The Producer's Cut of 6 is cool. H2O is a lot of fun. Resurrection is abysmal. the first Rob Zombie Halloween I just don't like at all. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a really weird. I gotta shut up about this, but yeah, I love this franchise. It's so weird and it's so out there, and I'm glad they've tried a lot of different angles that I didn't appreciate until even today. So it's crazy how in franchises that you've seen or talked about for so long, you can always keep finding things that are really fun or just like have a different edge to them that you never experienced before in the past. So you got to keep going back and finding and going back to movies, even if you don't like them. Like I was really like, God, I don't want to watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 today. I'm just not feeling it. And then I was sucked in. Like I watched I was like, this is great. I watched the whole thing. I didn't even like get up and get a drink or anything. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So not to what I've seen, T. Parker Evans. I've seen a lot of people say that David Gordon Green should never direct a movie again because of that film in particular, which I think is bizarre. I really don't get the hate there's a lot of hate for 2018 that at least that I've seen. Like I have seen a lot of people praise it too, but I've oddly seen a lot of people just hate that movie, and I don't get it. Like I don't know what's so awful about that movie in particular. I think like from a filmmaking standpoint, at least, it's done so much better than some of the other sequels. where like it just wasn't like from filmmaking techniques, from like sequences, script writing, especially. Halloween 2018 is impressive. Even if you don't like it, like it's like you can appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like I'm personally, and I know that this is a hot take, I'm not the biggest Martin Scorsese guy. Like I'm just not. His movies don't really, like, a lot of people are like, oh, he's the greatest film director of all time. I'm like, whatever with his movies, but like Goodfellas is a fantastic movie. It's really well executed. Filmmaking techniques are amazing. Just not really for me. Like you got to be able to recognize that. You can't just say like a movie's shit just because it's not like your vibe, you know? So that's kind of my thinking, you know? I don't know. I appreciate Goodfellas. I think it's a really well-made movie, but it's just not really my cup of tea. You know, like it's good. It is it's a really well-made movie, but it's just really not a movie for me, I guess. Most of Martin Scorsese's movies are just really not my cup of tea. But like I said, well-made movies though, regardless. So like, yeah, there's that. Did you like I have not seen Shutter Island yet. It's on I'm trying to go through some more Scorsese stuff right now. I've seen Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, and I just watched The Departed for the first time. What else have I seen? I've seen Wolf of Wall Street, Gangs of New York. The latter, I don't really care for that much. Like Wolf of Wall Street had some fun moments, but it's just really fucking like his stuff is so misogynistic, and I get like that's the point. Like it's supposed to be like, it's not glorifying that, it's making fun of people who feel that way. But when every character in a movie is so super misogynistic, it's just like it gets old so fast, and I hate seeing it. You know, it's kind of cringy for me at least. I like some people can get into it, but I just can't. With a lot, all of his, everything that I've seen from Scorsese, at least, like I'm no expert when it comes to Scorsese movies, but I see a lot of, from all of the movies I've seen, at least, it's just super misogynistic, and I just can't get into it. It's really tough. It's like with me for the Batman, I didn't like it, but I love the filmmaking, but it wasn't for me. Yeah, like I think a lot of people have to understand the difference between a bad movie and something that's just not their jam, you know? It's tough. It's a really hard thing to understand especially when you're reviewing a movie or trying to be like, oh, this is something awesome, you know? Shutter Island is his most different, really good psychological horror. So someone on a live stream recommended that to me, and I kind of already know the twist just because it's an older movie, you know, but I still want to check it out. So I will watch it at some point. Leo fucking DiCaprio is amazing, so I will check it out for sure. Hell yeah. Really good psychological horror. Fuck yeah, dog. But staying on the topic of horror, because some people hearing Martin Scorsese, they're like, Jake, what the fuck, man? I don't care, you know? hit me with some of that Scream talk. Hit me with some of that. Zoe, thanks for the super sticker, man. I love me some stickers, and I love when they're super, too. Let's go. Thank you so much. Jen is back online, too. Hell yeah. Michael Myers' theme song is saying, hey, Jake, when will you leave Halloween Ends? When will I leave? Man, I don't think I want to leave. I'm probably going to be, they're going to have to kick me out of the theater. I'm probably going to like it so much. I hope. I hope so. We'll just have to see, man. I think some of the fan theories about possible directors for each upcoming DGG Halloween film has been way better than what they gave us. Laurie being an alcoholic ex-cop in 2018 could have worked. I kind of like what they did with Laurie Strode in this timeline, though. I like that it's a little more realistic. We get to see like how something that happened so long ago is still affecting her, is still super traumatizing to her. It's a really nice portrayal of the character. I think it's very real. I instantly relate to it. I don't know. I've actually, that's probably one of the strongest things about those movies to me. Like I love the portrayal of Michael Myers by James Jude Courtney. That's a really strong facet for me. The music is fucking phenomenal, if not the best of the entire franchise. I think that's insanely arguable. I love the music from the original is like the best in my opinion, but like fuck. That guitar thing they do when you get that Michael reveal over the fence and Allison just screams. That's an iconic. That's like one of my favorite horror moments in recent cinema. I think I fucking love that. And then just the scream. That's not what it sounds like at all. That sounded like a prepubescent boy trying to scream. But yeah. Jake, this is out of nowhere, but you are one of the best horror YouTubers on here and a cool dude overall. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. That means a lot. You seem like a way cooler dude. So I appreciate that. Jake, I love your name, man, and I love your beard. Holy shit. Hello, Jake. Hope you had a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Halloween Kills is my favorite sequel. Hell, all the power to you, man. Halloween Kills is awesome. And Evil dies, hopefully, in 42 nights, baby. 42 nights! And then it's Halloween Ends time. That is, like, I cannot even tell you how excited I am to review that movie. Oh, I have a bit planned for the opening of it and everything. I'm just so excited. It's gonna be so fun. But bipolar, what's up? What's up? How's it going? Welcome. Happy Friday. Hell yeah. It's Friday, baby. Not Friday the 13th, but almost. At some point, it will be. That's what makes me happy. So disappointed with what they decided to do with the Spirit Halloween movie. Yeah, me too, Logan. I was kind of expecting like a banana split movie where it's like a bunch of gore and crazy shit, and then it's like, oh, it's PG-13. Okay, well, or I think it's like PG or something too. I lost all interest in that movie when I heard that. I was like, no interest. But what was Laurie's occupation? I would ask, why is that important though? How did she have money to pimp out her house as if Rambo was her decorator ex-cop fits? See, like, you could do a whole thing where that's like a backstory, but like, where's that going? You know, is that just to explain why she has stuff at her house, or like, is that going to explain other things? I really think you don't have to. I hate when movies over-explain things, like, or something that's not necessary. Like, it goes in depth about like why a person can do something when they could just do something like, hey, maybe she just has all this stuff. Maybe she got a bunch of money. So if that was to go somewhere, like maybe that's how she knows how to shoot guns. Like maybe that's how she knows how to fight. Okay. Like, but you got to work that into the plot and not just have it be like a 1 second, or not like, don't just do that to do it, you know, like if you're going to implement something about a character, make it really important for later on in the film is what I would argue. And they kind of explain it, you know, like it's definitely a little under explained, but I would rather have stuff that's just like cool, you know what I mean? So if they worked that into the storyline where she was like an ex-cop, oh, you know, maybe that's how she met Hawkins. Like I could see that working for sure, but you'd almost have to rework the entire script. And to me, it's not like the biggest deal, you know, like I'm almost just more interested in the fact that she had all that shit in her house. Like, that's just cool. Like I was kind of blown away when she's going through the house the first time and she's like hitting all these buttons and whoosh, just like the steel doors are coming down. I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. Holy shit. But I get the complaint there. I get it. It's you know, not everyone has that in their house. I don't think most people have have steel shutters that come down when you're running around your house for like a slasher. I get the criticism there. My favorite Halloween films are 1, 2, 4, H2O, 2018, and Kills. Those are bangers, man. Good stuff. Those are probably some of my favorites too. Halloween 2, though, like I said, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 just moved up for me. Guess who saw Barbarian? So, and you didn't take me? I'm only like 1,000 miles from where you live. God, I'm so offended. Still here, very crossfaded. Man, I wish I could join you in that, man. That would be awesome. No, I hope you're having a good time, and I hope you're staying safe, Joe. That's what I like to see. I caught your live stream earlier. I saw did a little Green Day cover there. I liked it. Some good stuff. Did you ever think we would possibly be getting Ghostface Jason and hopefully Five Nights at Freddy's in the same year next year? Horror is just amazing. Like, absolutely not. I was not expecting not expecting Friday the 13th to come back as soon as it's coming. Like, obviously they were like, holy shit, we are leaving money on the table right now if we don't get a Friday the 13th out, especially in the wake of Halloween, like probably not making another movie for at least 5 some years. So yeah, no, I 100% think they were just like, we gotta get going with this. Lawsuit's over. Let's get something in development. So it's shocking for sure, but I understand it. I get why they're doing it. Scream is Scream's probably gonna have the 7th movie come out in like 2024, 2025, one of those years. And then, what's gonna be left? So if they set up Jason now for probably a trilogy, let's be honest, now would be the time to do it. Get it out next year, probably in October. because we got that Friday the 13th in October. See, I told you it was coming. Told you earlier in the stream it was coming. And Five Nights at Freddy's, baby. I'm really excited about that. We have Jim Henson's Creature Shop doing the fucking animatronics, which I don't think you could ask for better. You're not going to get better. So whatever quality we get from that movie, that's truly the best it's ever going to be, in my opinion. So sleeping through Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, hot take. I'm actually excited for it. Man, listen, give me all the creepy animatronic horror movies out there. Like Willy's Wonderland was so much fun. I loved it. So if Five Nights at Freddy's is anything like that, I'm down to see it. So hell yeah. Oh, that's what I mean. Put the ex-cop badass Lori in a better story. That's how she knows Myers was being transferred, etc. Hawkins and her would be ex-lovers, parents to Allison. Yeah. I mean, like, that would definitely work. For sure. No, I totally get that. I just don't think it's like, I don't know. For me, like when I'm watching a movie, I'm not expecting, like, if everything was explained, I guess my point is, like, wouldn't that, like, I don't, like, sometimes I just am like, whatever, about stuff. That totally works. You're right. Like it does. But I'm just like glad that they actually, the Lori timeline actually isn't great in Halloween Kills, but I just am more of a fan of doing just cool new shit with their stuff. That could have worked for sure, but am I like, oh God, it's all ruined because they didn't do that? No, like not at all. That would have been cool if they did that though, for sure. I want another chainsaw. Come on, Leatherface, says Macho. Man, listen, you might be getting one because that Netflix movie was one of the biggest horror premieres on their fucking platform. So wouldn't be shocked if Leatherface comes around for a second time in this new crazy timeline. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't really want them to, I'm going to be honest, they just don't know how to do hot take, but I just think the story in the last one was so undercooked. For me, don't focus on that. Why do we have to, not every movie has to be saying something, you know what I mean? Not every movie has to do something like that. Let's just have a fucking movie where Leatherface kills people for 60 minutes and that would be fine. I would be so okay with that if they decide to do that for the next one. I am not complaining if they just give us a fucking Leatherface kill blood fest. That's all we need. I mean, if they want to write something that's good and it doesn't suck, yeah, but there's a lot of themes in that just did not work and a lot of weird plot lines that were unnecessary, I think, so. Ooh, Logan just binged all 4 of the Evil Dead films for the first time. Do I envy you, good sir? Fuck. Those are some of my all-time favorite movies, man. Oh, I love all 4 of the Evil Dead movies. They're so good. I'm so excited for Evil Dead Rise. The comment I get the most, surprisingly, is no Ash, no Evil Dead. And I get it. Like, I get the love for Ash. He's amazing. He's fucking awesome. Evil Dead 2 is like one of the greatest horror movies ever made, in my opinion. But like, the guy's old, man. Like, give him a break. He just wants to be a producer. Just wants to do voices for the video game. That's okay. It's all right. Evil Dead 2013 to me is proof that they can make an Evil Dead movie without Ash. Like, it's possible. Not everything has to be the same. I don't know. I'll never understand that with people's wants for horror sequels. I think if you just keep doing the same, like if they were to make a movie that was exactly like Evil Dead 2, do you think people would like it? Like, I don't think so. I feel like people would actually not like it. They'd be like, this is just Evil Dead 2 again. And and people would be like, nah. So, beware, apparently some YouTubers are spoiling Halloween Ends in their thumbnails. Well, what's interesting about that is the fucking people behind the movies are spoiling it too. If you watch my Halloween Ends update today, which I won't say the quotes here for people who don't want to get spoiled, but I mean, dude, John Carpenter basically told us exactly what the fuck is going to happen in this movie. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of talked about how I have mixed feelings about it. Not all good, not all bad. And I understand where he's coming from, but like, why would he say that? If you know, you know, but I'm not going to go into it here because I just don't want to spoil it for people who haven't heard that quote. So maybe don't go looking if you don't want to get the movie spoiled for you, because I don't know how else to take that quote. I really don't. There's really only one one thing to get from it. And like the other thing is like here, if you do enough research, you can find everything on every movie that's about to come out. You can find out who the killers, the 3 killers are going to be in Scream 6 right now if you do enough digging. You can. Like, I unfortunately have dug too far at some points and found out some things about a certain character that I'm kind of pissed that I know. But yeah, I mean, like, you can find all that stuff, but I would recommend not doing that because why go see the movie at that point? You're just gonna know, and it's so much more powerful when you don't know those things going into it. So I don't know. I definitely like. Listen, I'll admit I can't remember who it was. Maybe you, T. Parker Evans, I can't remember. But someone left me a comment today. It was like, it's not that big of a deal that they posted the subway picture or whatever for Scream 6. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely overreacted. But like, imagine seeing that for the first time. Like, imagine you had no idea that there was going to be a chase scene through a subway system. And then bam, like you're there. Like Liana Liberato, someone gets onto the fucking train, and then Ghostface is just standing there as like the trains kind of move like this, you know? So it's kind of like how do I say that? It's a moving shot, you know, the train's moving, but the camera's still. That would be super creepy. I would love that. I don't want Evil Dead. I like the second one. That's the first one I just didn't like. It was too gory for me. I haven't seen the remake, so I can't talk about that one. But the original I did not like. Well, if that was too gory for you, you absolutely will not like the remake. It's one of the goriest movies I've ever seen in my life. But I love gore, man. You can't have I don't know. You just can't have a great horror movie without some crazy fucking gore or crazy kills. But that's just me, man. I mean, some people just like spooky movies, and hey, that's okay. Those work too. I mean, Scream is just a spooky movie. It's not very gory, I would argue. Maybe the new one was a little gory, but those original ones, not the craziest thing. But I still love them. I mean, it's still great. Gore is not the only thing that is scary. Gore is not the only thing that's to be appreciated about horror movies. I think if that was the only thing, I wouldn't be as into horror as I am. So I'm glad there's more than just that to appreciate about these movies. So, ooh, Mark is saying I'm going to Frightmere in the Falls. Nice. Frightmere in the Falls in Niagara Falls this Halloween, and Danielle Harris will be there along with many other actors and actresses. Ooh, I would love to go to that, Mark. That'd be awesome. It's not too far. That's only like 4 or 5 hours from Cleveland. So I could theoretically make it up there. I'm going to try to go to, just so you all know, I am going to try to go to Horror Hound in Cincinnati. So if you're in the Cincinnati area, like or surrounding area, I may be there. Come say, hey, why not? I'm going to look up when this is because I'm not 100% sure the dates. Horror Hound Cincinnati in September. not really finding it. But September 9th through the 11th, which is holy shit next weekend. Well, that's going to be a big maybe because that weekend's going to be kind of rough for old Jake. We're planning out something, but I might try to stop by one of those days. Yeah, we got a lot of cool people coming to that too. We got Doug Jones from Hellboy and like Hocus Pocus. Ron Perlman's going to be there. Anthony Michael Hall, Keith David. Love to meet Keith David. Holy shit. James Jude Courtney's going to be there. That's awesome. Holy fuck. Yeah, this is going to be oh my God, like almost the entire cast of Ash vs. Evil Dead's going to be there. I'm just scrolling down, seeing who I recognize. This is pretty exciting stuff. Jeremy Davies. Oh, I'd love to meet him. That'd be fucking sick. Wouldn't it be great to just have like a shit ton of money and be able to just meet all these people? I know the guy from Zombie is going to be there too, which is like one of my all-time favorite films. I'm trying to find this. Ian McCulloch, who is one of the leads in Zombie. That is one of my all-time favorite fucking movies. I love it. So good. Nanette with the $5 super chat. Nanette, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Saying, am I wrong for not wanting to watch Winnie the Pooh horror movies because I love the cartoon? I get it. Like, I understand not wanting to. My buddy Matt, who is like huge horror movie fan as well. He grew up with Winnie the Pooh, and he's said the same thing to me. He's like, man, he's like, I don't even know if I want to see it. I was such a big fan of Winnie the Pooh as a kid. For me, it's just fun though. It's not like I'm also of the opinion that I can watch something like that and it won't ruin other stuff. But like some people feel that way, and I get it. Like I understand that. So if you know it will ruin it for you, then don't watch it. But if not, then yeah, check it out. It is probably going to be a gory, crazy slasher though, Nanette. So you might not be a fan, but it looks good. It looks like a very fun B movie though. So I'm excited. I live nearish to Niagara Falls. I'd love to go to Frightmere, but I don't want to go alone. Well, depending on when that is, so let me check this out. Frightmere at the Falls. What was that Scottish accent I just did there? Let's find the dates for that because I'm thinking about it. Tell you what, yeah, Danielle Harris, love to meet her. Scott Taylor Compton's gonna be there too. That's crazy. When is this? 55 days. So it's giving me a countdown, but it's not telling me exactly the day. There we go. Friday, October 28th and Saturday, October 29th. Dope. I actually might be able to make that actually. Because so I'm leaving for something on the 30th that I'm going to be busy with. I could actually do that. I'm going to think about it. I am absolutely going to think about it for sure. So Carrie, I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you updated. Maybe I do that. I would love to go on a Saturday too because I did Friday at Monster Mania, and I think I would have loved to have done Saturday more. It seems like there's way more people there Saturday, and I think that would have been way cooler. I missed out on meeting a lot of people too. I had like some of the Terrifier people even messaged me and were like, "Oh, I would have loved to have met you." Michael Levy, who's he's one of the characters in the original Terrifier. He's a producer as well. He actually messaged me about it. He's like, "Dude, you were at Monster. I should have hit me up. I was there." And I'm like, "Fuck, what? Like, I would have loved to have met you. That's crazy." So I'm absolutely going to try to be there on a Saturday for some of these big cons. It seems like more people are there Saturday nights typically. So. I would love to meet Scout Taylor Compton and Dan. Me too, Carrie. Fuck yeah, that'd be awesome. Why do I really want to know the spoiler for Scream 6? Could you possibly say where you found the spoiler? You don't want to know because it's how a certain character is going to die, and I'm not. Wish I wouldn't have known that. Kind of ruins a big. Because like here's the other aspect of that. Like my job is literally talking about this on the internet. So like with that knowledge, I can't talk about it. I can't tell you where I got it, and I can't make any theories revolving around this character anymore, which kind of fucking sucks. So that's what's tough. That's what's tough for me about it. That's why I'm really trying to avoid spoilers, because I don't want to spoil anybody else. Like content creators have a responsibility, like especially movie content creators. Like if we go out there and we just spoil shit, no one's gonna watch our videos. Like I would unsubscribe from someone if they just put out all the spoilers for something. Fuck that. Like I'm not gonna watch that. Why would you want some dude sitting in his fucking childhood bedroom like me to give you all the spoilers for a movie you've never seen before? Like fuck that. I would never do that. That would suck. So I'm personally not a fan of that. That's why I don't dig too deep when it comes to movies. I really only report on the stuff that the people want us to know. So that's about it. And then I like to speculate, so that's about it though. But yeah, so wow, I can't believe we've gone like almost an hour. And I've really just kind of talked about some bullshit. So let's get into some other crazy shit here tonight, because we got a big old nasty Scream update. We can talk about some of these videos we've been getting, which maybe if I could find some of these pictures, we'd be able to talk about it a little more. But I would love to talk about the subway scene. Like, how are we feeling about this? Is this going to be just like a chase sequence? Is this going to be a whole, like a setting for like a big sequence in the movie, maybe the third act? I've seen a lot of people speculate that. How are we feeling about that? And T. Parker Evans just throwing spoilers in the chat. What the fuck, man? People will die in Scream 6 and Ghostface is going to call people? Well, what's the point of watching the fucking movie now? God, no, I'm just messing with you, man. But yeah, I'm actually pumped for this. I really think it's going to be a chase scene. Like, I got my money on it. And we briefly touched on this on the Lethal Collective page, but I really think it's going to be you're gonna see it early on. Gonna get the characters there. Maybe we get Jenna Ortega, like Tara and Sam. They're taking the fucking bus somewhere. And they're just talking, having a conversation there. Maybe Sam catches something out of the corner of her eye right as they're about to get off at their stop. What was that? What was that? Fuck, what just ran by me? That's weird. Then later on, Liana Liberado's walking home from a party, and it's late at night. She's got no one around. Maybe she's like a little trashed. She just came from a party, a big frat party or something. Got a few drinks, whatever. Catches the bus to get home. No one else is on the train. And then suddenly she steps on the platform, the train rushes by, she gets in, she sits down, she's just looking at her phone or something, she gets a text, look to your right. Oh God! And then Ghostface is just there. I'm just imagining this shot of like everyone running through the train, and it's from the outside, and you can see them running through the fucking train as it's moving. And like, you have to wait till the next stop to get off. You are trapped in this fucking thing with Ghostface chasing after you, probably with nobody else there, especially if it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. You might not, there's people that ride the subway at 2, 3 in the morning, let's be honest, but is anyone gonna fucking stop a Ghostface killer coming after you? They're gonna run the other fucking way. Fuck that. I'm not getting involved with that. Most people would do that, and that's what's fucked up. So I think that could be a really cool sequence, personally. I would be so down for that. That would be so fucked up. Maybe like she gets pushed out of like the back of the train, falls onto the track, and like breaks her neck or something. Like that could be really upsetting. So many different routes that they could go with this being a part of the film now. I'm just so excited. I see a lot of people talking about pizza. I love it. Pizza fucking rules. I agree. Pizza, spoiler, I love pizza, and we'll do 50 push-ups for pizza. Now that's a commitment. 50 push-ups is not easy to do. How about a scene similar from Scream 2 with the car escape scene, but in a subway station? Maybe like Ghostface gets knocked out on him or something. They have to push her off or something. That could be cool. But yeah, I like a chase sequence, man. Come on, give me that shot from outside the train where you're seeing someone get chased after with Ghostface. That would be such a good shot. Oh, it'd be good. I wish I knew her. She seems awesome. So I wonder what the extent of her character is going to be in this movie. I'm very excited to see that, though. Do you think Scream 6 will comment on how scary a college campus can be for a young student? That would be some good commentary there for sure if they were to hit on that a little bit. That could be something cool. It seems like they're already commenting on that a little bit. We had that picture from a while ago of the Blackmore like university. So they have these new things at like university, if you haven't been at a college campus or whatever in a while, where it's like these like little, I don't know what they're fucking called, but like they're these like little things like this, they're just like little little weird things, little structures in the middle of campuses. You can press like a button on it and it like immediately calls 911 and sends them to your location just in case you feel like you're being followed or something. It's a really like good program that they've implemented for college campuses. I think it would be cool if they played around with that in Scream and have a scene where it's like someone pressing the button really fast, they're looking around and it's late at night and they're freaking out, and then suddenly Ghostface comes out of nowhere and attacks them. That could be a cool sequence, I think. That would be fun. It would kind of comment on that a little bit. That'd be fucked up, man. It'd be scary. So yes, I would like to see that commentary. That'd be cool. Or some commentary at all that's, focused. So Lighting Ghost with a big old nasty super chat. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate that. Saying, man, I really hope Samara Weaving is a killer, and I know she is going to give a performance of a lifetime. Maybe somewhere between Jill and Amber-like. I completely agree. I know some people are like, don't do that. Like, it's way too obvious. And another criticism I totally understand. Like, it will be disappointing to some who will be like, well, yeah, of course she's the killer. But also at the same time, there's this philosophy when it comes to mysteries where it's like, sometimes the obvious choice is the right choice. Like, I think Billy Loomis, if they didn't make him the killer in Scream, we'd have the complaint that it's like, but it was so obviously Billy. Like, why would they not do that? The best example of this, I think, is Leatherface from 2017. There is, if you've seen it, and I guess I won't spoil it because it's still like relatively new, 5 years old, but fuck it. There's a character in that who is so obviously Leatherface, and they tease it to you the entire movie, and then it ends up being somebody else. That's a mistake in my opinion. They should have just made it the obvious character, and I think it would have worked a little better. So I'm actually completely down for Samara Weaving being the killer. And if it's obvious, yeah, that sucks a little bit, but think about how good her performance is going to be. Like, I know a lot of people have said that Amber was kind of obvious, that she was like, come on, we knew she was a Ghostface. Personally, she got me, but like, dude, tell me that wouldn't be fucking awesome to see that speech right at the end with Samara Weaving. And tell me like Amber's performance is fucking awesome in that last movie too. She's fucking great. She's honestly one of my favorite Ghostface killers. She's moving up the ranks. I fucking love Amber, dude. She's scary as fuck. Like the way her delivery too is just so scary. That and in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, both movies, she really shines as this super crazy character. So I could get 100 more movies with her being some psycho killer and I'd be down for it. Same thing here with Samara Weaving. She's a force of nature and I just love when she plays a killer type character. I will say this though. After rewatching The Babysitter, she's a little more like laid back as a killer. So I'm excited to see her like if she is the killer. I'm excited to see if she plays it a little more like forward, like a little more outwardly crazy or a little more reserved, kind of like a Billy Loomis, who's not outwardly crazy, but still pretty obviously crazy because of how he talks and like the inflection in his voice. Like for example, like Billy's a more reserved kind of crazy where it's a little more like in the background. He talks a little bit like this. He's like, I'm gonna, corn syrup, licking his fingers. That's scary because who the fuck licks their fingers in front of somebody? Like, no, you don't do that. That's crazy shit right there. Stu, on the other hand, is a little more outwardly crazy, has a crazier perception on just what, like, on reality and all that. And he's like, the Matthew Lillard. Yeah, there you go. That's my Matthew Lillard impression. So I am curious what she would bring to the table. Is she going to be a little more reserved or is she going to be a little more out there if she's the killer? I would be excited to see that, honestly. That to me, that's the twist, is like, how is she going to portray a Ghostface killer? What's her motive going to be? A very underrated thing from all of these movies is, and there we go, John Smith is throwing it out there, what would Samara Weaving's motive be? That to me is more interesting sometimes than the reveal. Sometimes. Like I said, sometimes. Sometimes when you have a good fucking motive, it's just like, it changes everything about a movie. And then you go back and watch it knowing that about a character, that they were thinking this the entire fucking time. It changes the whole movie. And you're like, holy fuck, that's why this person did that. That's so crazy. So to me, as long as we don't know what the Ghostface motive is this time around, that's honestly the most important thing. Considering how much is getting spoiled from just like the marketing itself, that's really the biggest thing that we can go off of shock value wise. So I hope it's not too obvious with the killers, but at the same time, as long as it's a good performance, I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to appreciate it. Lighting Ghost, though, thank you so much for the big support. I really appreciate that. And we could, yeah, there you go, steer the conversation in a real crazy way. So I appreciate that. Don't be doing Stu like that. Yeah, that was a bad Stu impression. I know. That was in the in the moment kind of shit. So imagine how badass it would be if the final battle is on or by the Statue of Liberty. That would be pretty fucking cool on Ellis Island or whatever. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I just don't think it can happen in a public place. Like I kind of talked about that in my video today. I'm like, if they do the third act on the subway, I don't think it would work. Cause like, even if it's late at night, like I said, there's still going to be people around. And you can make the argument, well, what if those people leave and run away? Well, the train's going to stop. Like that's what trains do. Like they just keep going to stations and dropping people off and picking people up. So I just feel like it would be a little even too chaotic for a third act. You got to have it at like a house or like just a closed off setting. You can't do it in public, I don't think. So disrespectful, the goat that is Matthew. Are you saying it was a joke? It was a joke. I love Matthew Lillard. He's amazing, but he is more outwardly crazy. Yeah. Sorry if I offended somebody by doing Stu. My parents are going to be so mad at me. Like, come on. It's funny. So in my Samara video that I made, I created quite a theory. Samara's character wants to replace Gail, and in order to one-up her, she kills to be ahead of the news. She's revealed early, but there's more to it. I'm held in suspense right now. Held in suspense, Carrie. Holy shit. But I do love that angle. I mean, listen, we got this picture a while ago, which I'm just like undeniable to me that she's some kind of reporter or some kind of character like that. If that's her motive, that's fucking awesome to me. Like I'm so fucking down for that. I really like that idea. And like I said, she's wearing the exact same color dress as fucking Gail from the original movie. And I've seen a lot of people say like, oh well, Jake, what about what about like I can't remember her name, fucking Jennifer Jolie or whatever from the third movie. And I'm like, yeah, like okay, but I doubt we're referencing a side character from one of the sequels. Like it makes more sense to be going after Gail or something. I think that's way more interesting to me if she's like this up and coming reporter and she's like the new Gail Weathers essentially. She's trying to replace Gail Weathers and Gail's like, fuck that, no way. That's commentary too. There's a little bit of meta commentary there. They can have the commentary about like, okay, well, a lot of people didn't like in the last movie that Sam was kind of Sam is kind of the new Sydney essentially. There's your commentary. All right there with her being the killer too, is that like, I'm going to replace you, Gale. Go, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to be your replacement at work. And it's meta because she's trying to replace Gale's character in the movie. See what I did there? Come on. Tell me that wouldn't be fucking awesome. That would be great. Way better commentary on requels, I think. And a cool character too, but played by a great actress. I would be not pissed off by that at all. That would make for a great Scream movie in my opinion. So third act taking place at Gale's morning. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Oh, I absolutely fucking love that. Especially if Samara's the killer and she's like Oh, I can't. I'm geeking out about that. I would fucking go absolutely bananas for that. That would be fucking sick too. Especially if the whole idea is like pitting the new characters against the old characters in a way, like that. Obviously that would work better if Dewey was still alive and if Sydney was in this movie. Yeah, admittedly, of course. But I still really like that idea though. That's cool though. I really like that. There is another, oh shit, here we go. There is another killer who is killing college students. Samara is confused because it's not her. She then gets killed off while mystery is still there with who the other killers are. I do like that. They got to do something a little experimental in this movie, I think for sure. I need a new flavor. You know what I mean? Like we've kind of been doing the whole, like, it's the same formula every single time with these movies. I need something a little, like just throw something in there. Throw a little monkey wrench into the typical system. Cause I'm just like, man, I'm getting sick of the whole same old with the formula, especially. I appreciated that they did things different, but a lot of it just felt kind of pointless. I'm still on the fence about how I feel about killing Dewey, honestly. I still don't think that was necessary to bring Sydney and Gale back, which is what Radio Silence has said is the reason that they did that. And I'm like, that's the only reason. That's the reason you did that. I don't know. I just feel like that was you didn't have to. That was something that didn't need to be over-explained. Like Sydney just wants to help. People are going through something she's gone through. It's sympathetic. She's a sympathetic character. She would go and help. I think that all works. You didn't have to kill off a character. I don't know. To me, that's over-explaining. But, well, hey, listen, maybe it'll affect this new movie too and affect Gale Weathers' progression as a character. What is she doing a year later after her main love interest died? What is she doing next? I hope it affects this movie in a way that leads to better character development for Gale. That would be cool. I actually really like what they did with story-wise with all of our legacy characters. I love that. Oh God. I love that Sydney is. I love that Sydney's married. I love that she has kids. It's like she's really moved on. She's got a really positive future and all that. Sensational Cinema. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but like it's been out for months, man. Like we're going to talk about it openly. And I've said multiple times on this page that I'm going to talk spoilers for movies that come out after like a couple of weeks. So if I spoiled that for you, I'm sorry, but like I have to draw the line somewhere with spoilers. But yeah, I think that would work. I think that would work if they wanted to continue to develop her character, something along the lines of, I miss Dewey, but I got to move on. She could be struggling with something like that in this movie. I just hope they keep that consistent. Like I really think in 5 they wrote the characters pretty well. So I'm hoping in 6 they do something to keep that going with Gale, since she's going to be a more central character this time around. And I really hope they don't sideline Gale, man. I hope she's not just like in it to be in it either. I kind of talked about that with Kirby. I'm like, I hope they don't just bring Kirby back because she's Kirby. I hope they bring her back to do something in the movie, And same thing with Gale, man. I'm actually kind of concerned for that reason. I hope they bring her back to have a leading role in this movie and not just, I'm Gale Weathers and I'm going to help you out in the third act when you're getting attacked by Ghostface. So I want to see like Gale and Kirby team up and do shit, maybe with like the Meeks twins too, and Sam and Tara kind of doing their own thing with some of the new characters. I think those two plot lines could work really well together if they do that and just really commit to a good 2 plot lines going on at the same time. That was something they almost never got right in Scream 5, and you're kind of forced to do that with as big of a story as it was and with as many characters as you were dealing with, especially characters who have such a long history, a huge backstory like that. You got to find new ways to reinvent them. That's a lot of fucking storytelling, and they just didn't have enough time to do that for some of the legacy characters. Regardless, I still like where they went with them, but I think they could have done more, personally. So I keep playing with this guitar pick because I was playing guitar earlier, and I can't stop doing it. So there we go. We threw it on the ground. I agree, Mr. L. Yeah, bring legacy characters back for a reason. Make them fit in the story you are trying to tell. Don't just do it from nostalgia. Because at this point, it's going to show, you know? Like, it's going to show through. We've seen so many of these requels at this point. We're going to know if it's like I think Baywatch 2016 or 2017, they brought back a few characters. I can't I'm not a Baywatch expert by any means, but they bring back one of the characters right at the end of the movie. Pamela Anderson. Yeah, that's the actress from that. And I mean, she walks in and she just kind of says, I don't think she has a line. She just kind of goes like this. That is the extent of her character in that new Baywatch movie. And I'm just like, why? Like, you just did that so that she could have this like nice little moment. Like, incorporate her into the story. Don't just give me that. I don't care about that. Like, that's cool that she came back, but give me a fucking plot line with her. And she's working with our new team of lifeguards. Same thing with Gail. Like, it's not that hard to incorporate her into all this. Have her team up with Kirby. Be like, we never really used to work together. We were involved in that Ghostface murder back in 2011, but let's fucking get it going. What's up, Kirby? How's it going? It's like, oh, what's up, Gail? You know, Gail and Kirby getting it going. Let's see that friendship happen. I don't know, man. I just don't want him to be like, I'm Kirby. What's up? And then she gets killed. You know what I mean? Because that's a route they can take, and it's lazy. I hope they don't go that route. That's really funny, Gary. I'm not gonna comment on that. Since Mindy and Kirby are kind of a Randy type, I feel like it would be weird if you keep two Randys by the end of the film. I think one of them will die. I'll tell you what, I can absolutely see Kirby or Mindy dying in this film, but at the same time, I think it would be cool to leave them alive for a little while, just to have them have a banter back and forth. Like, whenever conceptually you run into a problem, you have two options, really. You can delete it entirely, or you can make it work. Like, they can make two Randys work and make it something new, where it's almost like they're having this meta argument where they're like, well, actually, I know more about horror movies. Like, of course, they're not going to say that outwardly, but they're going to have an argument where they feel like, oh, this person's trying to take my place. Hey, that's my thing. I'm the one who references horror movies. That would be really fun to watch on screen because it's funny. It's meta. It's like, yeah, these characters were both written to do the same thing, and now they're both in a movie together. So what happens then? Do they fight over the position? I think that would be really fun to watch, and it would be kind of a missed opportunity if they don't take that route. But will one of them die by the end of the film? I could totally see that happening, personally. I don't think, Kirby, I'm so sorry. I know you're here, but I just don't think you're safe by the end of the movie. I think it would be cool if we got a Ghostface killer who is hunting other Ghostface killers, kind of like what Scream 5 would have been if Jill survived. That would be really cool. I agree. I think that would be cool for them to do in a Scream movie, hopefully sometime soon. Who knows? King Parim is saying, okay, thanks. You're welcome, bro. I would like to see dialogue between Kirby and Sam. Maybe Sam knows Kirby from high school. I actually really agree with this. This could play into the flashback that we were talking about earlier with Emma Roberts possibly returning as Jill too. I think it would be cool if Sam was there that night, like as a little girl or something. Like, you know, obviously a long time ago, back in 2011, 2010, whenever the fuck that movie. I know the movie came out in 2011. I can't remember if it takes place in 2010 or 2011 specifically, but I think that would be really cool to be like, oh, Sam was there that night and she's been connected to all this bullshit for even longer, like, you know, with even with that event, not just the fact that she's Billy's daughter. It's like, there's so much more to it than that. Holy shit. So that's kind of my thinking. I would be so down for that personally if you got like a little girl runs up to Kirby when she's dying. Maybe she was supposed to be babysat that night or something. You know, you could work something into the plot. There's so many different routes that they could go. So to work something like that in there would be really cool. Sam was there that night, or Sam was at the hospital visiting Kirby or something. Maybe their parents were friends. There's so many routes that they could go with it. You know, there's so much that they can rewrite. So and you're right, T. Parker Evans. I want to comment on this too. Sam mentioned the events of Scream 4 that took place in 2011 to Richie. Yeah, so it is 2011, first of all. But she mentions that, and then there's this pause. The last Ghostface killing happened in 2011. She kind of does that. She sits back in her seat and just kind of like has this look on her face. I honestly feel like might be something cool to be like, oh, I actually visited Kirby in the hospital when she was when she was there getting, now that we know she's survived. You can totally write that. You don't even have to go to her house. You know, you don't even have to recreate that set. You could just do a fucking scene where it's Sam with her mom visiting Kirby at the hospital. She probably didn't even know what was going on at the time. That could be cool. Was Sam old enough to go to high school? Like, I'd have to do the math, Justin. That's way too fucking hard. I was probably a freshman at the time, and I assumed the characters were seniors in Scream 4. I would assume they're seniors too. So if she's 25 in 2021 when that movie takes place, fuck, that is so much math. That's minus 10. She was 15. So yeah, she was in high school. How old are you when you're in your, I'm trying to figure out which grade though, because you're like 17, 18 when you're a senior. So she was probably like a sophomore, freshman, right? Sophomore or freshman then, basically, yeah. Math, I was never good at math. I never excelled there. That's why I'm a YouTuber. So that's there you go. That's why Jake's high school is 13 to 17. See, I was 18 when I graduated, so that's why I don't really know. I believe I was 14 in freshman year. I want to say. I don't like. Fuck, that was so long ago, man. I feel like an old man at these days, but I'm not going to complain about that because every time I say something about that, they're like, "Dude, shut up. You're 23, man. Shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry." Sam is the same age as me since she was born in 1997. Isn't she 25? And yeah, she's 25 in the movie though. So she was 14 in 2011. You know what? I got pretty close. So I got pretty close. That's what matters. But anyways, we've been talking about Scream for a little while, so let's change the subject. Let's throw some other meat on the old barbecue. Talking a little bit about Hellraiser. Can't wait. Also Barbarian next week. Fuck yeah, baby. Holy shit. So much good stuff coming out. I will actually, we talked about Hellraiser already. Did we talk about Winnie the Pooh a little bit? Yeah, we did talk about that. But you know what I didn't really get to was I didn't really talk about this character all that much. I did want to mention this, Anthony, while we're here. I fucking love this idea of like a billionaire character who's going after the lament configuration, trying to fucking like just get all the pleasures of this universe or something like that. That could be some really cool commentary that obviously this movie is going to be stepping into. They've kind of already talked about that. I think that would be pretty fun to see. And I love that we're seeing once again, I can't appreciate this photo more. You get this fucking like one of the final forms of the lament configuration. I can't wait to see what they do with that and with the other Cenobite too. We get the confirmation that there's this character that's going to be called the Mask, not spelled like the Jim Carrey mask, and no, not Son of the Mask that has Randy Meeks in the starring role. No, I'm talking about MASQUE, which is another word that means something else. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. But regardless, I'm just so excited to see more new Cenobites in this movie. Something I mentioned in my video today was I fucking love in 3 when they introduce more Cenobites and they're like fucking crazy. Like the one's got like fucking like a camera in his head and all that. The one's got like the razor blades, like the saw blades in his head. It's awesome. So can't wait to see it. Is this coming to theaters or streaming? It's going to Hulu on October 7th. So we're going to see it then. I'm unbelievably pumped for it. It looks good. It looks really fun. Looks like it's going to be cool. Can't wait to see all the Cenobites and shit. So but yeah, I'm so unbelievably excited. I'm going to be taking some last minute requests though, real quick, kind of just wrapping this stream up because I do have a stream at 10 p.m. one more time. I just want to make this very clear. I'm going to be on a stream over at Gory B Movies page. Go subscribe to her if you have not already. Get her those watch hours too. She's almost monetized. She's nearly there. Go subscribe to Gory B. I'm going to be on the stream with her. Fucking goddamn, I'm just pulling it up right now. I'm pulling. Oh my God. I'm dying here. Community page. So I'm going to be on a stream with Gory B Movie, Drum Dums, and Almost Sideways. It's going to be a killer stream. We're talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Please throw in any opinions you have about it, and we'll talk a little bit about it. It's going to be fun. I have a newfound respect for the film now. I didn't at first, but I'm a new worshiper of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So make sure to check out that stream. It's gonna be good. I am not caught up with American Horror Stories. Next week is the fucking hell. Jesus, I gotta catch up. So I'll have to check that out. Love you, bro. Keep up the grind. You're killing it. Thank you. Appreciate that. A mask was a spectacle performed at court or at the manor of a member of the nobility. Its purpose was to glorify the court or the particular aristocrat. Ooh, that could be cool. I'm excited to see what this character is going to be now. Good shit. Nanette, thank you so much for the last minute super chat too. I really appreciate that. I'm so excited for the new Hellraiser movie. Me too. It's going to be fucking awesome. Oh, it's going to be sick. Can't wait for it. Thank you for the support. Thanks for the $2. Appreciate that. I love Rob Zombie's Halloween. Michael is very savage in that movie, which is how he should be portrayed. Yes, I agree. What if because of Sam at 14, she is the one who found Kirby with her father? That it could be the case. Kirby was supposed to be watching Sam, but the Stab-a-thon got canceled and after party at Kirby's house. That also could work too. I would be so down for that. I just think it would be so cool to play off of that, to see Kirby in the hospital, to see like how all of that happened. That could be cool and could work into the story now. Like, how does that affect the story today? Maybe Sam already knows Kirby, or there's something weird about that. It's got to, like, if they're going to do it, I'm down, but it's got to affect this story. I don't want to see it just to see it, because I think it would be unnecessary at that point. But hopefully they do something that works into this new story, and I would be absolutely digging it. Because of this live chat, I might just go watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 tomorrow. Did not see it. I didn't look too great to me. Check it out. Like, it's definitely not the best Halloween movie. It's not. I get the hate that it gets, but it's a good movie. I enjoy it, honestly. I think it's pretty fun. Do you think Art will become the king of gore after Terrifier 2? From what I'm hearing, yes. So I'm so pumped. Can't wait for it. And Chrissy Blackwell, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. I love me some stickers, and I love that they're super. Chrissy, thank you for the support. Thanks for being a Freddy tiered patron. We all appreciate it here at the KillJoy Jake page. So thank you guys all for watching tonight, though. I'm going to be wrapping up. Once again, go check out, Carrie put the link for the Gory B movie Rob Zombie Halloween 2 stream. I'm going to have some amazing guests with me as well, so make sure to check it out. It's going to be awesome. So thank you so much for watching tonight, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. And we'll play it. We'll leave it out with a little something here. Let's find a good one here. Here we go.
He's a pretty good argument for lethal injection.
I'd say so. Or what they call euthanasia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Always fun stuff. And Justin Proper threw in a last minute $5 super chat too. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Am I the only one that wants Chad to survive in Scream 6? All the male characters seem to be way too expendable. I'd like to see that pattern broken. Well, okay, I'm sorry, real quick, I got to comment on this. We'll have to see, because Chad has a potential to have a cool arc in this movie. I do think he's going to die, but I think that it would be cool to see his, like, where he goes, because he's been very brutally injured. Can he still play sports? What is he doing at college now? Maybe he's got to find another thing to be passionate about, because he can't play anymore. So we'll have to see what they do with this character. I have a feeling they'll kill him because of that, though. So, but Justin, thanks for the $5, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much. I love you all. You're all the best. Peace out. Don't